The Crush, 95.9 and 95.5, and streaming at krsh.com. James McMurtry with Leveland. Well, it's time to welcome my guest in studio. Good morning, Ellie James.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for getting up. I know it's hard for a musician when it's early, so I appreciate that.
You've clocked us.
Pretty much. That's why I keep the lights nice and dim for you guys. Ellie, so I was just saying, I actually was cruising around on social media and happened to come across her video, and I was absolutely blown away, and I reached out and said, can you please come in? And it just worked out nicely that you're also going to be performing this weekend at the Friends of Peacetown fundraiser.
Yes, we're kicking it off. I'm really excited.
That's amazing. So before we get into that, just give me a little background. You're a local girl?
Yes, yeah. I grew up here in Santa Rosa, and I've spent most of my life here in Sonoma County. Did a little bit of time over in Boston, quite a ways
Very
away
different.
in Boston. Yeah, but then I came back down to California, and I loved it. I loved it, and I still love it.
I know what you mean. I've left a few times, but I always end up
I
coming
always
back.
come back, yeah.
So have you been singer-songwritering for a long time?
Yes, yeah. I grew up with a very musical family, musicians, music lovers, and I was really lucky to have a lot of that in my life growing up. And it just kind of, it was all the little kid dream of being a rock star just kind of never went away. So,
So here you are on the radio.
yes,
In your hometown station.
yes, I love it. I couldn't be more thrilled.
So Ellie, let's talk about the Friends of Peacetown fundraiser.
Yes.
Let's talk. It's this Sunday.
Yes, this
Hot
Sunday
Monk.
at
Yeah.
Hot Monk, we're kicking things off.
Sebastopol.
Yeah,
We should
Hot
mention
Monk
that.
Sebastopol.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's going to be performances both in the beer garden and the Abbey, so switching off between. So there's pretty much going to be music the entire day.
Yes.
You can just pop back and forth. We're kicking it off at 12:50, and then we're going to have amazing artists like Sebastian St. James, Bill DeCarly. It's going to be a great time.
Incredible. Yeah, I'm going to give a couple more shout outs just for fun. We've got
Yes, please.
Soul Section Pulsators, Soul Fuse Volker Striffler, of course, the Thugs.
Yes.
Right? Andre, woo. Spike Sykes, It Is Awesome Hotcakes, Sonoma Shakers, Dream Farmers, Bohemian Highway,
Woohoo!
and more.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a lot.
a stacked cast that day.
It's a superstar lineup there. So, Ellie, I noticed you brought your guitar in.
I did bring my guitar.
Will you play us a song and tell us what you're going to play?
I will absolutely do that. I'm going to be playing a song called Better, which is a single I released a couple of years ago, and it's probably my favorite to play live. I wrote it about dealing with anxiety, which I think, unfortunately, is fairly relatable to plenty of people.
Probably everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like to call this my anxiety anthem. I wrote it as sort of a battle cry against a lot of the frustration that goes along with dealing with anxiety. So this is one I love to play.
All right, we're ready for it. Sounding good. Getting the guitar. Giving you a little back. We're grabbing our guitar. We're preparing our guitar. Yeah.
She comes with me most places.
Oh, does she have a name?
Charlie.
Oh.
Yeah, Charlie. Here we go. I think too much, harboring things with such emotion. Feel like I'm choking. Can't help but wonder why I've gone down this road instead of chosen. I think I'm broken. The lights are on, I'm not home. I'm busy dying in monochrome. Know too well things would be better if I could tell myself I'd never get stuck again on all these useless things. I would be better, wish I was better. My mind assumes the worst, taking no prisoners unspoken. This trouble's open. How can I ask for help when I do this to myself? I'm hoping that I'm not choking. Whoa. run circles in my mind, but I'm falling free this time. No use in what's behind. I looked before I fell. Alarms that sound like bells, I ring them for myself. Run circles in my mind, but I'm falling free this time. No use in what's behind. I looked before I fell. Alarms that sound like bells, I ring them for myself. Know too well things would be better, better if I could tell myself I'd never, never get stuck again on all these useless things. I would be better. Wish I was better, better. I could be better, no. So I'll be better, better.
Ooh, Ellie James, you are better.
Thank you.
You are better. I'm not going to lie. I've got goosebumps and I'm a little choked up.
Thank you so
Yes.
much. That's high praise.
I am absolutely feeling it. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
to see Ellie James and all the 14 bands. The Friends of Peacetown fundraiser this Sunday, April 7th, Hot Monks Sebastopol. Ellie James, will you come back?
I will absolutely come back anytime you'll have me.
I will have you.